around, but let's be honest, should he be on the pitch?
Well, I think if Stuart Atwell gets the first one right when he gives him a yellow card, he puts himself in a position, Stuart Atwell, because I don't think the first one is a yellow card when he goes in here, Bergvall. This was one on Luis Diaz. The only thing I would say with Bergvall, it gives Stuart Atwell an opportunity, a decision to make, and I think Stuart Atwell got that one wrong. I don't think that was it, the yellow card. I mean, when we go to the second one with Tsimikas, I've got no defence for Bergvall. I think that was this one here. You see he lunges, he catches Tsimikas, and that one should have been a yellow card. If he gets one right, one wrong, you can't even it up. And Liverpool are certainly punished off the back of that with a few seconds later, the ball in the back of the net.
Very difficult for anybody to understand, isn't it? How if you get booked for the first one, you don't get booked for the second.
And the second one there is worse than the first one, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And you can see Bergvall running off, you know, with his head between his tail between his legs, if you like. Because if you look at that one there, it's rash. And when he's starting to get closer to Tsimikas, you're kind of cringing because you know a yellow card's coming. And then the referee doesn't give it. It's baffling.
He plays the advantage, and we are fully expecting him to go and find Bergvall. And Bergvall goes over the other
trying
side.
to hide. Yeah. But it has a monumental effect on the rest of the game, because what then happens, he has to come off for treatment, then that leaves Liverpool with 10 men. So you can see him here, he has to come off for 30 seconds, that's the rules. So not only do you still have Bergvall on the pitch, Liverpool now have to play with 10 men. And you can see that it obviously changes the shape of the team. You've got Endo and Virgil van Dijk. You've got Diaz playing now as a left-back. And it just has a huge effect. But what I will say is Spurs certainly make it count. It's a brilliant piece of forward play. He gets hold of it and he plays Bergvall in, who's the one minute he's the villain for Liverpool, and he becomes obviously the hero for Tottenham Hotspur. A brilliant piece of play from their perspective. But if you are a Liverpool player, Liverpool coach, Liverpool fan right now, you are thinking, how on earth is he on the pitch? And not only that, why is our left back not on the pitch?
They are absolutely seething here.
But that's a great goal.
Oh, take nothing away from the goal. He's absolutely magnificent, who I thought absolutely worked his socks off. Not just that, he's been like that all season, a lone striker, running in. He then gets his body between him and Kanate, so he can't get it, and then he sees the run from Bergvall. But I can understand Liverpool's frustration.
You'd be fuming, wouldn't you?
Once the first yellow card has been given, and then you see the tackle on Tsimikas, if that's the other way, you're wanting a second yellow card, without a shadow of a doubt.
I mean, the ridiculous thing about it is we constantly demand consistency, and we sometimes think, well, different referees referee games in different ways and so on and so forth, and we'll view... But the challenges are virtually identical within 10 minutes of each other in the same game with the same referee. So in that sense, you can legitimately ask, where is the consistency?
Well, I'm not one for the fact that if the referee felt something inside him where I maybe shouldn't have given a yellow card for the first one, I don't think you can then carry on the game and go, well, I'm going to make up for it, and not book him for the second one, which is, for me, a more obvious yellow card than the first one. Yes, on the first one, he doesn't really make contact, but he's running at speed, Diaz, down the wing. He gets away from Bergvall, and there's minor contact, if any, but the referee's seen it and gone, yep, that's a yellow card. And it's the second one for me. It's 100% a yellow card, and therefore he shouldn't be on the pitch, and the guy's got the winning goal. But
do you think the first one's a yellow card?
Well,
but it becomes irrelevant, doesn't it?
It does, but do you think the first one...
But what I will say is, I think what saves Bergvall is that they pay an advantage. I think if it would have been an initial foul, he blows up, I think all the players would have got round him, and I think it would subsequently been a second yellow card. Yeah. But I think because there's such a long passage of play after it, I think that's maybe what ends up saving him. Because you think, OK, so much has gone on. But I was always amazed that Liverpool players didn't make more of a fuss about it. They sort of almost let it go.
Well, they did go and question the referee at the end, Virgil van Dijk in particular. And you can see him saying it's a second yellow, it's a second yellow. Let's hear from the Liverpool captain with Patrick Davison.
Virgil, we saw you talking to the referee at the end. Probably don't need to be a detective to work out what it was about, but can you give us an outline of what you said?
Listen, I think it was quite obvious that it was going to be a second yellow. Obviously, I think it was pretty clear, and there was a coincidence. Then a minute later, obviously, he scores the winner. But listen, it is what it is. he made a mistake in my opinion, and I told him that. And he thinks maybe he didn't, but it was quite obvious, I think, and everyone on the sideline knew exactly that it was supposed to be a yellow.
Yeah, I mean, on top of the fact that, I think everyone would agree, it should have been a second yellow. Am I right in thinking you were then without Tsimikas on the pitch at that second that the goal goes in?
I have no idea. Obviously, it goes quite quick. The fact is that he should have been off. I think there's a linesman there, there's a fourth official there, there's VAR, there's a referee, and he doesn't get a second yellow. I'm not saying that this is the reason why we lost, of course, tonight, but it was a big moment in the game.
Okay, what was the reason then that you lost?
Obviously, you play against an intense team with good attacking players. They can make it difficult. You keep running. I think we created good moments, good opportunity at times. Not really clear-cut chance in my opinion, but still enough that we could have scored. Unfortunately, we didn't. It's quite cliche, but it's half time now, and I'm looking forward to the game back at Anfield.
As a team, would you say a level or two below your best tonight?
A level of 2, I'm not sure a level of 2, but obviously at times I think we could have done better. But that's part of football as well. We try to play our best game ever, every one of us, and at times we played through them nicely, and we created some 1v1s on the side and some dangerous moments, but they were able to defend it much better than they did when we played a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, we move on, we take it on the chin. Like I said, it's half time, and we have another 90 plus minutes to go, and like I said, I'm really looking forward to that.
Thank you, Virgil.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming out, mate.
I suppose, that decision aside, bigger picture, they weren't at their fluent best.
No, they were very average today. Let's be totally honest. I think they didn't have that spark. The game first half was very difficult. Never really got any flow. Bentancur was obviously had his injury. That took an 8-minute spell out the game, and it was a little bit flat. They lost Quansah, and it just never really caught fire like we expected it to. And then second half, I honestly thought Liverpool would go on with a quality, would have made 3 subs, and then that would then make it count. I think you certainly have to congratulate Tottenham. They have taken an enormous amount of stick, as Michael says, this season. The manager's been questioned by pretty much everybody. The effort they showed was absolutely incredible. Young players playing out of position. Archie Gray was magnificent today. They brought in a goalkeeper. I thought it was a really impressive performance from Spurs today, under real pressure and intensity. You know, after losing the weekend, I thought they were excellent.
No, I'd echo what Jamie says. I think this can be a performance they can be proud of. I think they got Liverpool on a night when they weren't at the best, nowhere near the best. As I said, when they came here and beat Spurs 6-3, that was demoralising for them. And Ange, that's question after question. But I mean, I have to look at Bergvall, 18 years of old.
Business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Romeo Lavia. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the beginning of the second half here at Stamford Bridge. Possession 1. Mudryk. Being egged on by the crowd. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. Palmer.